The level cap will just be raised depending on like how long the game has been out. So I guess every few
Mm,
updates.
I mean,
Raised.
yeah, it'll be every expansion that will raise the level cap. So on our first expansion, it'll probably be raised to like 45 or 50. But the level cap itself is still 40 on release. I feel like personally, 40 was a bit too much for the demo. It was more catered, towards the release version. I think there's enough content to get you to level 40.
Any plans for guild/clan system? Yes, we will have like a sort of fleshed out clan system. It's kind of
Not on
similar to
release.
debooking with like
Not on
clan
release.
bases and such. Yeah, only
Yeah.
on sea exploration. It's planned. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a big
go
big one.
underwater.
Will the chests scattered across islands that hold chest exclusive items remain in the full game? Yeah. Those are perma chests. Will there be cutscenes connected to the game lore? Yeah. Oh, Quaz, I can hear I can hear myself through the mic. Yeah, we'll have cutscenes. Like uh, our animators are goated. They're cooking a lot of stuff.
Gilded items will probably still be cosmetic. They're not gonna have any buffs because that's just kind of stupid.
Yeah. The biggest buff I can think for gilded stuff is you getting like an XP boost, like a temporary XP bomb, for example, or something.
Voice actors probably not.
Not the permanent ones, the ones that disappear and respawn. Yeah, those are just the temporary chests. We tweaked the loot a bit on them, so it's not that big of of a deal for you to be opening them around. But you can. It's a good way to get gold and stuff.
Different ways to level up. Yes. It's planned. Like unlocking stuff such as discovering items or areas will give you XP as well.
Would there be content that requires 10 plus people for con exclusive content? No, not really. We don't have anything planned for that. We have dungeons, which are 6 player, but not 10 plus. Will there be Xbox support? That's a good question. Yes. We'll have
Is
Xbox and PS4 support.
it's planned to release. Any weapon references? Most likely not. Like any of the big references will probably just be like
Oh,
relegated to
we have a lot of
developers and
them.
stuff.
We
But
have a lot of weapon of references, especially in the cosmetics. But like
yeah,
on
well,
actual weapons themselves, we don't have a lot of references in other media
yeah,
and stuff.
they're trying to keep it original. Mobile support in plans, yes, it will be on release. Please.
Community contests for weapons, enemies, or whatever. And that would be a good idea. We had like me and the builder team were thinking of having these types of contents contests after release. Like having I don't know, like a model contest, and whoever gets like the best model gets in the game and gets like some bonuses as well.
How will dungeons work? It's like a roguelike pretty much. Basically you go in and it's a randomly generated dungeon. Like each room is basically random and it's different enemies and stuff. And eventually you fight a boss at the end and you come out and you get loot.
Is there going to
Will
be a
trading be
public
added?
playtest anytime
Oh, sorry.
soon? No, we don't have any plans for a playtest. We're very close to release. It's just a few systems that need to be reworked, and I feel like it's just a bit like we want to keep things secret, Like a few things we want to keep as a surprise for you guys. Would there be assistance for mobile players, like a specialized shift lock to assist in nodes or something similar? Mobile players will get a bit of assistance, especially with spells and stuff like that. We're still cooking up some ways to work around that because we still haven't started working on the mobile side of things because we're reworking our UI infrastructure like completely. So that'll be done later.
Why was I invited to speak?
Yes, you can record this. It's a public like event anyways, it doesn't matter.
Hold on, let me raise your volume. What's up? Who joined?
Why was I invited to speak?
I don't know. Quaz, did you invite him to speak?
No.
Yeah, I think that was
No,
a
it's
mistake on like
probably-
someone else's. I'll go back.
It might have
Sorry.
been Pyuxit. No, it's all good.
Oh, you're good.
That was our fault.
Okay.
Right.
Will the combat stay the same? Of course, yeah. That's like the whole thing about this game.
Would the game have an enchanted system? If you mean by like the enchants we had in the demo, we decided to scrap that sort of system. But we're gonna have a different system in the form of gems. Basically, you'll be able to get gems. You might have already seen some in the demo, and you can slot those into your weapon. So it's pretty much like a guaranteed enchant, right? You can mix and match whatever gem you want with your weapon, so you can fine tune your build.
Will there be any different special abilities for certain weapons? I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we'll have some hammers, for example. Will get a cool ability. You can't really go too much into detail.
Integrated player market system. If you mean like trading and stuff like that, probably not.
No, we won't have
Yeah,
trading.
it's mostly a single player game.
It's a bit too much for us to handle.
Any more styles / classes in release? Like, yeah, and in future content, like future updates and stuff, there will be more styles.
Will there be bosses in the future of voice acting? Mm, I don't know. If we can find a good voice actor, I'm all for it. Will fishing have fishing exclusive items? Yeah, of course.
Will exploring the map and finding new areas give XP? Yeah, totally.
Will there be a server join system for guild members? See, the thing is that the guild system is just proof of concept right now. We don't really have anything coded into, and it's not going to be coming out on release. It'll be for a much later expansion right now. We'll release this year, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty confident we can release this year.
I am not confident.
Then get to work.
No.
Will you host a voice acting contest to find VAs? It's actually a
Probably
good
not.
question.
We'll
Yeah,
probably
probably
hire
not, though.
someone like as a commission, because it's really hard to find voice actors in like Roblox and stuff. Is there mounts? Yeah, we'll have mounts. If you played the demo, the boat is already considered a mount. Like we have a whole infrastructure for them that can support them.
Hidden weapons. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's gonna be a lot of puzzles and stuff to get exclusive items.
Has fishing been reworked? No, not yet. That is like this is probably gonna happen after the infrastructure reworks.
Weapon skins, yeah, it's gonna be skins.
Yeah, we'll have a cosmetic shop. Let's see.
Augmenting the combat system for special boss fights. I mean, yeah, it could be a thing.
Is there a main
Definitely.
storyline? Yeah, there will be a main storyline, and there will be
Yeah.
lore.
They have a whole thing planned out, like a whole document. Will some cosmetics be earnable in game? Yeah, absolutely. You can earn crowns. What was it? Just through normal playing, like free to play.
Will there
And you
be
can
a
also just get
unique?
cosmetics.
Will there be a unique soundtrack? That's a good question. We're still figuring things out in terms of soundtracks. Currently, we don't have any new ones, but we got someone who can make soundtracks for us. So maybe not on release, but we could be cycling out some of the free music we're getting with actual custom made music.
Dynamic audio depending on weapon type. I don't know what you mean. If you could elaborate on that. But exclusive things from the Halloween demo, yeah, all the
Yeah,
items will be exclusive.
if you got the badges for Halloween, you'll get cosmetics in the main game. Is there anything that was put in progress that is cancelled? Yeah. Like a ton
Equipment
of
that
old,
gives
a ton of the old
Yeah,
stuff.
just straight up. Yeah.
A ton of the old
equipment.
stuff got cancelled. Probably. I don't know. There's so much stuff in progress. I don't know if you mean like the recent progress posts. In that case, no. In that case, everything that's in that's in progress is going to be in the game at a certain point.
Is there going to
Um,
be a early access? This is still being discussed internally. Some of us want it, and some of us do not.
Game friendly to free to play players, yes, absolutely. Like I mentioned before, you can earn crowns with your premium currency, not just by Robux, but normal gameplay.
Will chests have requirement to be unlocked? Have requirements to be unlocked? Yeah. Some chests will require you some currencies or other stuff to be unlocked. Also
Equipment
levels
that
too.
gives
That were in the
1
game.
HP but crazy high damage, yeah, no, that's not happening.
No, we won't have that.
Closest thing to that would be the Arcane Crown, but it's permadeath.
No,
It just
no.
gives you like XP boost.
It's just a meme item.
Any seasonal events, yeah, in the future, maybe like Christmas or Halloween.
For mounts, we'll get flying mounts or sea mounts. Yeah, we'll have 3 categories of mounts. At least that's what we have planned right now. We have ground mounts, flying mounts, and sea mounts. And some mounts are able to fly, and they can also work as a ground mount, for example. And there are some mounts that can actually work as both a ground mount and a sea mount. So you can have like a cool little boat ground guy. You know?
Will
Will
the
the
game
game
be?
be pay to win?
Yeah.
No, there is no system that allows you to trade currency for items or power,
Yeah,
except
and
for
you
game passes.
all of the systems that let you buy, for example, boosts and stuff, they are for the entire server. So what we have planned right now, and what we actually have in the game, is a system called bombs, and you can buy these bombs for crowns in the cosmetic shop. With them, you're able to throw them, and it'll do an XP boost or a gold boost or whatever for the entire server. It's not just for you, so you might consider it pay to win or whatever, but you're benefiting even the free to play players. Or the loadouts planned, yeah.
Achievements, fun idea, but not planned.
I wouldn't say planned exactly, but I gave the idea to F and he likes it. So maybe in the future.
Yeah, loadouts are on the table, but not implemented. Probably not on release.
No trading, guys. By the way, we don't
There
have
will
any
be no
trading planned
iteration
at
of
all.
trading.
No trading, no PvP. No need to ask that. Will certain types of damage or classes do more for certain bosses or enemies? No. Some classes, some styles may be more viable for certain bosses, but that's purely in terms of how the style works and how it plays. It won't be like a flat out buff to a certain style. So we don't want to force people to use something they might not like. We want everyone to have the most build diversity they can. How many
PvP will
areas will be
never
in the
happen.
first world?
Yeah, there is no way to make PvP work
I
without making
I
it
personally
weird.
don't know. I personally don't know how many areas we have right now. It's hard to tell.
More physical spells / actives, yeah, of course.
Yeah, we will have a lot of physical and support spells added into the game because we are severely lacking them.
How diverse will
Healing
playstyles get
styles.
on release for
No.
classes? That's hard to tell. We'll let you find out.
You want to keep healing to spells and passives and stuff like that, so you can use different styles as a form of hybrid. So you can, for example, go Link and also be a healer. So you can be like a paladin of sorts, or you can go just full on focus and have like a ton of healing and a ton of magic output.
Any new
So
styles that weren't in the demo? Not currently, but there will be more.
Will there be ways to reroll item stats? Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, there will be reforging. No, there are healing items. It's not a planned like support style.
yeah, there will be no specific supporting style.
Will you get rid of magic cap damage? Do you mean on spells? Because spells are just supposed to have caps. If you want higher damage, need higher level spells.
Yeah, the spell caps are kind of they aren't exactly flat. So like there's a cap where it starts losing effectiveness, but it doesn't just stop there.
Aspect of competitiveness, like a leaderboard. Yeah, it's probably gonna be like guild leaderboards, for example, who has the most money, and
Will
dungeon
gems be more
leaderboards, of
effective than
course. Yeah.
enchants? Yes.
Well,
I feel
rerolling
like
stats
gems will
cost
be.
crowns. There will be a gold option and a crown option.
Well, not a crown option. It'll
Yeah,
cost
there's a
reforged
reforged
tokens,
token that you buy
which
with
you can buy
crowns.
for crowns. Yeah, you can also obtain them in through some other means, like as a rare drop or something. But
Could we expect?
mainly, you'll be getting them through crowns.
Could we expect damage over time or glass cannon builds? I mean, yeah, it's possible, but yeah, if you want to do it, go ahead.
Will shields not be nerfed into Oblivion on release? I don't think we have any plans on nerfing shield.
Yeah, I don't know. The shields will actually be buffed. Link will be buffed.
Will you be
Wait,
able
we're
to sell
buffing?
items? Yes. That little like red terminal that you saw in the progress post, that's where you sell it.
Will the combat system be changed in any way? Oh yeah, it will be. So we're planning on having roaming enemies. So they'll now have an area where they can walk around, and the fights will be dynamic. You won't be teleported, for example, to the enemy's root position. It'll just be right there where the enemy finds you. And we're thinking of having something like an enemy. If an enemy is interacting with your border, he joins the fight from outside.
Copyrighted music? Yeah, that's a good question for any like content creators or future ones that want to upload on YouTube. We do have someone.
I'm not
But
exactly sure
not
which
currently.
We are
music
trying to
we
get
have
our
under
own
this
music
copyright.
made.
Yeah, and like in the meantime, we're trying to just put out all of the copyrighted music from the game and just replacing it with Roblox library ones, since those are free.
How long will each balancing patch take to come out? I think it just depends on the severity.
Will shields be reworked at all? Yes, yes. There's plans to rework Link to be a more defensive playstyle. So you'll be able to play more as a tank instead of having this weird, imbalance between you have mediocre damage and mediocre tanking. We want it to be just like full on tank, right?
Will there be a Trello? Yes. All the people with that gatekeeper role, they're the ones working on the Trello. It's actually pretty good right now. Has
Will there
all the
be more
content on it.
storage? Yeah, you'll be able to buy storage pages for crowns. Um,
Yes, we will get a
let's see.
custom OST in the future. Will crafting be reworked?
I don't think we have any plans to rework crafting right now.
Yeah, probably not. There rework on Dagger? No.
How much do you estimate the team is working on the game per day in hours? I'd say we're
Okay,
at a very good
so I
pace.
work about an hour a month. I don't know about Effie.
Jeez.
Effie is grinding the fuck out of the game right now. It's like,
Yes.
yeah, when Effie gets on, he gets on. Like he just grinds away.
Yeah, Effie works like 8 hours a day for a week and then disappears for a month.
Option to turn off copyrighted music. I mean, yeah, probably. Arena border wall running. Yes, that's still in game. If I remember correctly, it's relegated to a accessory.
Let's see.
We
Has
style
anything
from the
changed about
reward.
Shade? No. Shade is still the same.
Life gambling weapons. I mean, questions like this,
Yes.
like will there be a certain type of weapon? Probably, yeah.
Yeah, we have
Trading
stuff like
HP for more
trading.
damage, trying to avoid because it's a boring mechanic.
We have stuff where you trade life, but not necessarily for damage. Come on, guys.
How big would you say the map is in comparison to the demo or the playtest? Way bigger. There's going to be a lot more stuff to do.
Yeah. The Mistwoods alone is like 2 times the size of the map.
Any bosses similar to Minos? No. They're doing it original. Underwater combat? Probably, yeah.
Will there be a bestiary? Yes, we'll have a bestiary. We'll have
And
a
not on
whole
release.
itempedia and a bestiary. It'll be called the Worldpedia.
Quest to progress. That's how you progress. Yeah, of course. Gonna be quests.
Will you nerf Flurry? I don't know. I don't use Flurry. I don't know if it needs a nerf.
Will other
You
people be able
can-
to join into the fight midway? I mean, you already were able to do that in the demo.
Enchant changes? No. Enchant remove. Gone.
Will there be more lore in CW language? Geldian? Yes. Definitely.
Will the Beatles be a bigger factor in the game? No. I am changing them completely. They sucked ass.
When will bounce get nerfed? It's not broken.
There's
It's gonna
no
stay the same.
reason to nerf it.
Can the player
Can
be
the
stunned
player
by
be
any attacks?
stunned?
Yes.
Yes. The mobs will also be able to be stunned.
Can the Stonemen be gilded? Yes.
It's a bit wild, but yeah.
Pretty sure all enemies can be gilded. Like literally every single one of them.
Yeah, literally every single enemy has a gilded variant.
Good luck getting the gilded Stormender though.
Can we increase passive slot by story quest? I mean, it's all up to when the game, like, the direction that the game
No,
goes.
no.
But probably not.
Yeah, we probably won't.
Will you
increase
add
the
parrying as a
equipment slots
spell?
and stuff.
Maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Like a counter.
Yeah, counter spell.
More boats and weapon styles? Yes, absolutely. And a tutorial. You have that in the works.
Will there be
Oh.
any achievements? I think I already talked about this. We'll have an achievement system in the future. Maybe not on release, but you'll be able to
Achievement
get
sounds fun, but it's not planned for release.
yeah, you'll be able to get like special rewards for completing certain tasks.
What is the biggest change from demo to the main game? I'd say probably the map, like in a quite literal sense.
Better buffing items in what sense?
How would this game fare in replayability? I believe the dungeons will give a lot of replayability to the game. Like it'll be the main grinding point at the start, but we'll also have more content as we move on that will be able to establish like a full-on end game.
Will the game have lore? Yes, absolutely. We have everything planned out.
Will gilded chances get reworked for certain enemies or bosses? No, they're gonna be flat across the board for every enemy.
Yes, there is a team working on the lore and story. It's,
Just
if I
me.
remember correctly, yeah, developers.
It's literally just me.
Yeah.
I'd be cooking.
Awards for completing the bestiary? Yeah, probably, yeah. Maybe like a UGC accessory or a cosmetic.
Will there be air combat, like a wing item you can use to fight flying enemies? Not planned. Sounds cool.
What's the release schedule looking like? I think
Next year.
no. Please don't.
I'm
Don't
calling
listen
it.
to Egg. It should be this year. We don't really have a lot planned. I'm personally hoping like early November at this point. But this is just an estimate, just like the earlier announcement.
A battle
It's
that
a problem of us being just way too volatile.
a
in
battle that
terms of,
requires teamwork. I mean, I guess everything could have some sort of synergy to it. Like having a good team setup could always be beneficial.
will there be mobile support? Yeah, we'll have mobile support.
Focus on boat traveling. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of exploration.
Will it at least
Bosses.
be releasing before 2025. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Any bosses as big as their own arenas? I would say probably no. That just seems very extra.
A
Hardcore
hardcore
mode?
mode?
Yeah.
I mean, you can count the
We
crown
have
as
that.
hardcore mode.
We have that planned.
Will there be multiple save slots?
No.
It's on the table, but probably not on release.
How many different dungeons on release? Just one. Will have to be done, and that'll be pretty much it. But
The dungeon
Yeah.
is
future
going to be on
updates there will be
release.
more.
Is
The
it?
dungeons won't be on release. It'll be
Yeah.
on a content update right after release, but not on
No,
release
yeah.
specifically.
Update one, pretty much.
How many bosses
Server
are in the game
browsing,
as of
yes.
now? What do you
You'll
count
be
as a
able
boss, though?
to
Billy, how many
look at.
bosses are there?
I
Would
don't know.
reversing seas be dry? Yeah, probably not. Most likely we'll add like sea events and stuff.
You plan to add content updates weekly, bro. Have you seen the development of this game?
Yeah, it won't be weekly. That's for sure.
This thing
At
is gonna
best, I would
release, and then the next
say
expansion will be in a year.
at best I would say like bi-weekly or maybe monthly.
It'll be server
I'd
browsing and
say at best
ranking.
monthly.
There is a server browser, I think, but trading, no, not gonna. Daily quest, yeah. More interesting animations. I mean, it's a good idea, but doesn't seem super like necessary.
Is there a
An
boss
option,
rush? No.
an option to flee from an enemy, just die. You don't lose anything from dying, so just no. Will combat have an actual effect on the overworld? I mean, if you played the demo, you would see at the end of each fight, you'd get like health and mana packs. So probably not. Harder versions of bosses, yeah, gilded bosses.
There's also some stuff planned for like the far future. But yeah, for now, gilded. Escape option from fights? No. You fight or you die. That's pretty much it.
What's a force gilded bosses? No, I don't.
You can increase the chances, but you can't force a gilded boss.
Yeah.
Will the
will
ocean system be reworked? I
reworked?
think that's
No.
up to Ice. I've got nothing to comment.
We don't have anything planned for that. We are reworking the swimming system specifically, but no drowning or water combat.
Guild bases, yes, we will have guild bases. We can unlock different like rooms and upgrades and stuff.
Just
using your
much
guild.
later.
Yeah. PvP, no, never. There's no way to make it like, I guess,
Wait, hold on.
just fun. Will NPCs
Is the
work with you and
storyline the
such, or
same
need
as how
player
we
phone
saw him in
quests?
the
No.
demo, or is he different? He's the same.
The point of guild bases is that there'll be like an easy to access method, for example, like a selling terminal or a crafting station. It's not like deep woken where you can, go into a safe space or something.
All right, I'm back.
Really, what's the point of guilds?
I don't know.
You
Ask
get
Claus.
boosts.
She's the one who made them.
Yeah, guilds, you get like boosts and stuff, for example, XP boost or gold boost. Also, just a cool thing to add in the game.
Will there be weather? Yeah, we'll have weather, and it'll affect the mobs in certain ways.
Is the gameplay going to be like Purple Legends? Hell no.
Yo, don't mic spam, bro.
Cosmetics that allow people to use the custom decals. Probably not, because you know the bypass decals and what.
Server-wide events? Yeah, we'll have world events. It's on the table, actually, but we plan to have it either by release or after release as a content update. Can we get more spells that affect you outside of combat, like Ice Pillar? Yeah. Yeah,
Thoughts on
we
Critical
can think of some
Legends?
stuff.
It's a game.
Will there be a difficulty system? There is like a hardcore mode planned. It's in the works, but yeah, it's not going to be kind of like a lot
Who's
of
making
different
the
difficulties.
hardcore mode?
No one.
Yeah.
It's in the table. It's not being worked on right now.
Oh yeah. What F mentioned, you will be able to use spells outside of combat, and you will be able to destroy things like barrels or obstacles.
Oh yeah, you'll be able to mine using spells.
Will there be a UI high button? Yes, it's already in game.
We'll have some sort of like a destruction power to spells where you can break certain things from the world, and you can maybe find some cool stuff inside them or behind
Escape
them or
fights
whatever.
with the permadeath crown. Nope, you either win or you don't. What's the estimate time of beating the game? Um, like 10 to 15 hours.
How'd you escape fights with the permadeath crown? You'd, I guess, leave the game. That's all you can do.
If you leave the game, you're gonna fight with the permadeath crown. Do you die? I don't think so, but it's kind of lame to
Like
do that.
with what we have planned, we don't want to even have the crown as a thing. It'll be more of a toggleable option. Right?
Yeah.
Odes? No, mail. There's a mailbox for a reason.
How many different biomes have points of interest? 4 to 5, like what Deceased said.
Hardcore mode is a concept right now. We don't have anything really set in stone for it.
First person to beat the Stone Mender from the start of the game to the end with
Glass
permadeath
cannon
on.
mode that makes you only have 1 HP because funny already exists.
But yeah, there probably will be events for like roles and such. If you played Critical Adventure, you were in the Discord back in the day. There
Is there
was a
pet
role
system?
for those who did
There's
hardcore events
pet
like that.
cosmetics,
Yeah,
but nothing outside of that.
there's pets. They're cosmetic, pretty much.
So what's the gameplay going to be like? Like an RPG. I don't know. It's not really a
Will
good
there
way
be
to
a Sky
explain it.
Sail cosmetic? Yes, there are Sky Sail themed cosmetics.
Will demo be
Some-
released again before release? No,
No.
we don't plan on opening the demo again.
Summoning style that isn't shade. There were plans for it, but I don't know what happened. I don't.
Yeah,
think so,
we'll
on
have
that.
it. We will
Yeah.
have it.
We'll have
F wants
what?
to have it at least. Summoner.
Oh, yeah.
It's something
that
I
was
have planned, but not on release.
Skill tree like Pilgrimage. Probably not. No.
We have a skill tree planned for a future update, but not for release or any time after that. Like it'll be way later.
Area in the sky like Sky Islands. Yeah, Sky Sail. That's a whole thing.
Yeah. Sky Sail will be an expansion later on.
Could we add people onto the stage for them to ask questions and stuff?
Yeah, if you guys want to raise your hand,
Yeah, by all means.
for sure.
I will add my good friend Delta. Let's see what he has to say.
What's up, Quaz? What's up, Billy?
Do
Malachi?
you have
Rocksteady?
any
Hello.
questions?
God, by the gods, no. I don't want to be part of this.
Whoa, do you have any
Damn.
Why are
questions?
you here?
I am here to start hating.
Okay, bye.
Valid.
See. What's up?
Hello, Jared.
Mantis
I
won't
don't
be
even think the
released.
Mantis has any attacks.
It won't be unreleased. It's for a later area.
Truly.
Anything else?
Okay.
Let's see.
Is there NPC that are going to die? I don't know about that. I don't think so, though. Will there be ranks with the players? I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm gonna just say no. Probably not.
Like titles or special stuff? I guess we have some like a badge system, but it's mostly for like testers, moderators, developers, and stuff like that.
There's drop mechanics like the black market from Critical Legends. Yeah, there will be a wandering trader. He sells exclusive like cosmetics or hard to get items.
We plan to have a wandering trader like that shows up specifically on a weekend, for example, and he sells like some special items or whatever. But we will also have like a wandering trader that just moves between positions every now and then, but you'll always be able to find him.
Wait, ranks and
In-game
guilds.
achievement system.
Absolutely,
no.
yeah.
Rebirthing, no, we won't have any sort of rebirthing.
Can fishing trigger enemy encounters? I'm pretty sure it can, yeah.
Will Reforge cost scale with the weapon's power and or with the vendor? It scales with the amount of times you re-roll that specific item.
Yeah, the item will have a base reforge price, and then the more you reroll, like it'll just duplicate the price every time you reroll.
Any ideas of what a Christmas boss could be? Like maybe the Grinch or something. I don't know. Or like an evil snowman.
Krampus. No. We're just gonna make Pumpkin have a Santa hat.
Is the
Really.
game more focused on early, mid, or late game? We're trying to even everything out. Make
Yeah, hopefully
every
all of
part of
them.
the gameplay. Yeah.
Is there a
Hopefully
way
it
to
should
get
all
enchant
be
on quest or
inclusive.
item that wasn't able to? No, enchant remove gone. Bad system.
You should be able to get a gem on pretty much any weapon in the game, but not an enchant.
Will Petra's port be an area for the full release? Yeah. Wow. There's no point in
Gems
just getting
are
away.
replacing the current enchant system. It's pretty much like a guaranteed enchant, and enchants will be added later as a different mechanic.
Will there be more gems than demo? Yeah. I mean, it's going to be more content. Minimap for no regions and party system of playing members. Yeah. I'm guessing. Yeah. We'll be doing
Yeah,
that.
minimap would be good. It's not something we talked about that much, but it is it is a very good idea. It will just be hard to implement.
Yeah. Not like a mini map, but maybe more like just a map they can unlock or something. Usual statistics for a late game user. That's just kind of hard to tell because there's going to be a lot
There's
of
a lot
different
of
builds. Yeah.
builds, yeah.
Will there be a zone with a really gritty art style? Probably not. I don't think so. Will specific NPCs have drawn
No.
sprites? I no.
And don't even think about it.
Would there be map layers like the Chasm and Tears of the Kingdom? I mean, that sounds cool, I guess,
Uh,
but it's not anything
I
confirmed.
don't exactly know what you mean by that. Like having a cave, or like a whole cave system, or like a full-on
No,
map
sorry.
under the base map.
Seminal style. Yeah, there were plans for it. It's most likely going to be added in the future. Does the game have data collecting in regards to what classes or gear is being used the most? No, there's
No,
kind of
but
no point.
We had a
it
poll.
is yeah, it is on the table as well to have like actual ways to collect data, but it's just it's very early on.
Any secret areas harboring mid to late game stuff? I mean, yeah, there'll always be secret areas with like loot or items, such. Will the game have a story-driven aspect? Yeah, it's a main storyline that you can play through. How hidden will these secret areas be? It depends.
They'll
all
be
upon-
hidden until someone makes a YouTube video on it.
Will the game have mythical creatures such as bosses, such as dragons? Yeah. Wow, this is quiet.
Will there be situations where people have to change styles in order to progress? Like I said before, no. We don't want people to have to cater to a different play style they don't like, for example, to be able to progress. Everyone should be able to use whatever style fits them best. And there should
How
How
hopefully be
confident
enough
are you in the
gear.
music team? It's one guy. It's one
Yeah.
dude.
But we are hoping that he will cook for us, and yeah, it will be on YouTube when it comes. The game have side quests, yeah. Weather
Weather
conditions.
conditions too.
I mean, it's
No
it's on the
sea
table.
battles or airborne battles, but we'll have weather, like rain and thunderstorms and stuff, and it'll change like things inside the world.
Will there be more visible armor like a chest plate on your torso? I mean, yeah, most likely.
We try to have a lot of that.
Reliable support class that's playable. There won't be any like specific support style, but there will be like healing items, for example, or buff spells.
Okay, I'm gonna use this microphone to talk to the developers.
Let's get
Any
some more
future-
people on the stage.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you want to get on. Hold on,
Ready?
let me guess.
Jared's
This
right.
guy. No, wait, hold on.
Hello.
What?
I have a few questions now. If you're
Okay,
ready.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
First one. Is the story going to be complex enough for individual theories?
The lore will be pretty vague,
Love
at
it.
least in my opinion. I don't know. I'm
It's
the
all
only one
fleshed
who
out.
writes it, so I'm trying to keep it vague at least.
I like it. Is there going? What's the max amount of players in a fight?
In a fight,
The whole server.
yeah, the entire
Yeah.
server.
In
As
every
big as the
fight
server
in the
can be.
game?
Hmm?
In any fight?
Yes.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
any
any
fight.
fight.
Okay. Is there going to be any new game passes?
I
We
mean,
don't have any
One,
planned.
maybe.
yeah, we don't
Not
want
any
it to be a
planned right
super like
now,
patch
but-
grabby thing.
Okay.
Maybe in the future as we introduce more
I
systems.
think we're at a
yeah.
good amount.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Next one is the chests. Will there be any like? Will you continue making the randomly spawning chests around the map?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and the level requirement ones. Those two.
Yeah, yeah. The
Okay.
permit chests will still have a level requirement because we don't want people just having the entire early game being around, you know,
Yeah, I
running
understand.
around the map and getting items.
Okay, and this is a difficult one. A while ago in the progress pictures, you had an image of the moon oversetting the Petrus Port. Behind Petrus Port, you could see a vague orange hue shape that is the shape of a volcano. Am I correct? Is that a volcano?
You're wrong.
Damn.
There's no volcano.
Is it definitely not called the island Aota?
No.
Okay.
Yehoda is an expansion. It'll be later on.
Okay, good to know. And final question. Is there going to be skill leveling changed drastically, and will there be any more new skills?
Skill leveling? What do you mean?
You mean professions?
Oh yeah, profession, whatever it's called.
Yes.
Okay,
Big changes.
big changes.
Professions
We'll have
suck.
more stuff.
Will there
for
be new ones
professions.
though? New.
Yeah. We'll have fishing as a profession.
Oh hell yeah. All right, that's about all I had.
All right. Let's get more
Awesome.
people on.
I see this guy with the Shanks profile picture. He's had his hand for a
Mhm.
while, so I'll invite him.
Hello, I wanted to ask, is there any whaling systems where people could spend money to like for cosmetics or anything like that?
Yeah, there is a investor Game
Whaling?
Pass, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, their only whaling thing
Oh,
is
yeah.
the investor game pass.
Yeah, I guess it's
And-
the investor game pass. You get
Or
a
like
little
burning
title.
all of your money on re-rolling item stats.
It's pretty
or
much a
crowns.
donation.
Yeah,
More of a donation than actual whaling.
but it's not going to be like race rerolls, spending 1,000 Robux for a 0.1% chance.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
no,
thanks.
there'll be no major whaling.
Well, that's all I wanted to ask. Thank you.
Right.
Awesome.
Let's see.
Does investor game pass
guys-
even give cosmetics? No, it gives you an in-game chat title.
All right. What's up?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, sorry, my mic was muted. I'll just get right to the questions. So, how gimmicky can classes get?
Want to define gimmicky?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
It's
Okay,
all
no,
good.
next question. I
Like
don't.
in terms of
Yeah,
complexity.
complex. Thank you, deceased.
How
Well,
complex?
we don't want any
I
two
think we
styles to
can
be the
get
same
Yeah.
or similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think they'll all
Some
be
of them-
gimmicky.
Some of them can be complex, like Shade, for example. I would call Shade kind of gimmicky.
Shade is very
Um,
gimmicky.
Next question is, will the main stuff mentioned here be like put into announcements or no?
No, but I
Probably
have
not.
heard Jared,
Probably
he did want to record a video and upload on
Okay.
YouTube, so
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah,
someone's
it'll
probably
be
recording
recordings.
it, but we're not gonna put anything.
As we
anywhere
work on the
else.
stuff we talk about here, we'll probably put it in progress. But not all of it. Of course. We still want to keep
What are the
things
developers' favorite styles?
secret.
I like bounce.
Billy,
I like Link.
Link, yeah, Shade.
Yeah, I had one question. I'm trying to remember because I'm dumb. Just take me out of here. I gotta go eat dinner.
All
Alright.
right.
Yeah, good luck.
See Maurice.
Hello, End.
Ah. Alright, is it on?
Hello. Yes.
Yeah.
You're
Alright, cool. I have 3 questions. My first question is, I know this is very unlikely, but will there be any delays?
Any what?
like delays in the development.
Yes, many.
Yeah. I mean, it all
I can't
depends.
really predict the future.
Yeah.
I'd say
No, I can't predict the
probably.
future. We will have many delays.
Let's say probably. Especially for
Alright.
the release, but I mean, it's just estimates so far.
Right. Second question is, will there be more ways to level up, such as like professions, and on top of that, adding to that, will there be like different professions such as cooking, crafting?
Those already exist.
Crafting is a profession, yeah, but cooking isn't. We could add that. And as for
Yeah, we have
leveling up
cooking
through
planned.
professions, yeah, we could give XP rewards to that.
We have
Ah.
cooking planned as a feature in the future.
All right, good. Third question is, I heard someone say this in general, but when is the game releasing? Yeah.
Next year.
Yeah, that's a hard question to ask. It's
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
it all depends on the future events, whatever happens. later
Even
on.
if
But I thought
even
you
if we
said
had a release date.
if the game isn't dropping this year, I'm
Based on
discontinuing the
past
game.
events and past promises, I don't expect it to release this year.
I mean, F said if it doesn't release this year, it'll just
F
be
says a
cancelled.
lot.
So let's hope it.
Yeah.
Let's hope it releases this year.
All right, been nice talking to you. My three questions are answered up. Anyways, see ya.
Awesome.
Are we store enough classes to effectively collect them all? Yeah, it's gonna be like, yeah, definitely.
Let me bring some more people.
Alright, hello?
What's up?
Hello.
Alright, my mic might be bad because I'm on my phone, but alright, so with the level cap, will that be raised in any future updates after release?
Yeah.
After each
In
expansion, the level cap
expansions.
will be raised.
In expansions, the level cap is raised.
Okay, and then for Sky Islands, will there be more other than Sky Sail? Like in
Probably
future updates?
not. Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then-
it should all be in Sky Sail itself. It's
Okay,
gonna be pretty big.
and then Sky Sail will be on release, or is that in the
No,
future?
No.
No?
future.
Future?
that's an expansion.
Yeah.
Alright. And then will there be other worlds that we can explore after the main one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's in the name.
Yeah, that's what I assumed, but just had to confirm. And then last question. So Stonemender, well, I assume this will probably end up changing, but on release, Stonemender will be the hardest boss, correct?
Yeah.
It should be. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
It's very subjective, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's
I,
like-
you know,
Depends a
every,
lot on what the players will think. I hope that's the hardest boss in the.
yeah, every player will have their differentiating opinions, but yeah. All right. Thank you.
Awesome.
Let me get a question here. Will there be a
Would be-
variety of styles
yeah.
or classes that branch off of the core styles? No.
No.
No. we
What do you
don't
mean
have
branch
that.
off? Like evolution?
Like having
Tiers,
having,
Yeah,
for example,
subclasses,
something.
substyles.
Yeah, like a subclass.
Nah.
There are no tiers for styles as well.
And how long does it take for a public server to save your data? I mean, that's kind
No
of a
idea.
weird
That's
question to ask.
That's
yeah.
Roblox's thing.
Yeah, it shouldn't take a while though. How long does each section of the game take? Every like part of the game, like early, mid, late, we're trying to keep it as equal as possible, you know, so the experience is, I guess, good throughout all of it.
Let me grab someone else from.
How much more common will unique abilities as you get higher level? We have too many. There is
Yo.
literally an inflation of them.
Low.
Right, what's up?
All right, so I was wondering about the hardcore. You guys gonna keep it as the Arcane Crown, or are you guys planning on something else with it?
We're playing on something else. Our Arcane Crown was just a temporary thing.
Yeah, on release,
Alright.
whenever we do add hardcore, it's not going to be tied to an item.
All right, sweet. That's my only question.
Thank you.
Will there be some sort of wiping system? No, we don't want to have any rebirthing or anything. It kind of cheapens the game, and like, we want to have a good end game, good enough to not need a rebirth system.
How much inspiration does this game take from its predecessors? I mean, the whole like combat
the whole,
system.
like,
Combat
yeah.
system,
gameplay.
pretty much.
Yeah,
I
the
think that's
jumping
all.
on orbs and stuff.
The
But yeah,
rest
everything
is
else is pretty much different.
completely new.
The combat and like foxes are the ones I can
And we
think
want
of.
to iterate more on the combat itself, like to have it more unique and not just be, the base CA combat. We want to have like different little things that, spice up and let us also work with more challenging attacks and enemies and all of that.
Will
Will we
weapons
have
have
more
uses
fat
outside
fox?
of combat
Yes.
like spells? No, most likely not. Only spells.
Let's see.
Which games did this game get inspired off? Critical Venture. Pretty much it.
Oh, cool. All right, so I get to go again. Cool. Anyways, will there be different different ways to progress, such as like quest boards, fishing, cooking for mainly main XP to level up?
we didn't have that planned, but it's a good idea to be fair.
Yeah.
Because professions don't really grant a lot of XP, but I mean it's a good idea to keep them as an alternative. But it will not be as effective as fighting because it's an MMORPG. You're gonna have to fight.
Yeah. Would be cool to see that in the game though. So, next question is, will there be different stat points besides health, magic, damage, shield, etc., or would you just
No.
stick to it?
By
Oh.
stat
No,
points, do you mean like
nothing new.
the ones you can spec into? Like
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we're not
Yeah.
adding more
No,
stats.
Ah, all right, all right. Um, and my final question is, will there be some sort of summoner style besides shade?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
we have
mentioned
that
this
planned.
multiple times before. Yeah, it was planned.
Oh, all right. Cool. I'll get off the stage now. So since everyone else wants to answer, so see ya.
All
I
right.
wanna give a bit more insight into the summoning style because a lot of people are asking about it. So basically, the way the summoner style is gonna work is you'll be able to get get a memento from an enemy after completing a certain task or defeating a certain amount of that enemy. And with that memento, you basically unlock that enemy, and you can select it at a station. And with that, then you can take that enemy into the battle. And of course, the summoning style will have its own like unique gimmicks and stuff like that. But I can't really share that much with you.
Well, this is made into a YouTube video. Probably someone is probably recording this.
Yeah, I think Jared is.
Yes, I am.
I'm leaving it up to the community because I'm lazy.
Will CW add any sort of transforming abilities? By transforming, if you mean like Super Saiyan or something like that, probably not, but there's a chance. Yeah.
Can we
We don't have any
summon
planned.
bosses? Bill, you want to answer that?
Can we summon bosses? Yeah, there
Yeah,
will be a
like for the
boss who'll be
summoning
able
style.
to. Actually, no. Maybe mini bosses. I thought you were talking about like summoning bosses in the
Nah.
overworld, but like on the summoning playstyle, at most a mini boss or two, like the golem. We don't want you to be able to, summon the fucking stone mender as a sidekick.
Will there be an
Yeah.
itempedia? Yes.
Yes, we'll have an itempedia.
Not on release.
Trading? No.
We won't have trading.
There will never be any iteration of trading.
Will there be a world event boss? Yeah, we have that on the table of having like world events in the game that happen from time to time, and maybe a boss that shows up.
Chop down trees for wood. I don't. Probably not. How easy will it be to sort dupe drops and such? They should be automatically sorted.
Yeah, we have a way of identifying when an item is
Yeah.
duped, so hopefully it shouldn't be.
No, I think
too
he means
big.
No, he
like
means
inventory
dupe, like-
management.
Yeah.
Oh, like when an item
Yeah,
gets like a
inventory
duplicated
management when
item.
you have the same of yeah,
Yeah, it should
because
it
they all
should
have
be
the
pretty
same
easy.
icon.
Should be pretty easy.
Will there be more Japanese mythology related content? Yeah, there's a whole area. This woods.
I'll bring that
That's
up
what
with
the
Effie to
server
add more
icon is
item
based off of.
sorting.
Will there be field bosses?
Yes.
Ones that spawn randomly in a server? Yeah.
They don't spawn randomly on the server, but there will be some bosses where you will be able to spawn them in by doing a certain thing in the
Will
world.
there be a Greek mythology area? That sounds cool, but not currently.
We have plans to make Skysail Greek inspired, but that's just in terms of concepting. We don't really have any work done on Skysail yet because it's way too far.
Selling, yeah, there's a terminal that you can go to.
Are dungeons a core part of progression? Not really. It depends a lot on how you will tackle the rewards for dungeons. It all depends, but it's all very subjective, right? Because it'll depend on how the players will react to it as we drop it. It might be the meta way to gain XP, or maybe you'll be farming bosses or whatever. Why don't I have any badges in CW? If you have the demo badges, they should count as well for the main
Or
game.
the story quest linear. Yeah, there's a linear like main story, but the entire game isn't based off of it. It's still an open world. You can do other things.
Early game XP boosting item? No. No plans to have that. You could use the XP bombs, that's pretty much it.
What are the odds for the rarest boss item? Please don't be too bad. I think it's 1 in 200.
It's 1% actually. But you'll be able to craft it, so it's pretty much like there's a way to like loot protect it, you know. So if you don't get it in certain runs, you can end up just crafting it in the end. Like I said before, we won't have any support classes specifically. We don't want to have like a
Yeah, we don't want to
like
add
healing
classes that aren't
tied
good
to
on
a
their own.
specifically play style.
Pity
You want to
don't
have them
systems,
on the form of healing spells and support spells and
um,
passives and stuff like that.
there isn't really a need for pity systems because it's not going to be too REG heavy.
Yeah, I mean, there's luck and then there's rerolling.
If
And
you
then there's
think
game passes
if you really stretch it,
and
crafting is
potions.
a sort of pity system.
Yeah.
For some boss weapons, for example, you'll be able to craft it with enough boss materials. Of course, it'll take a lot, but you can get a guaranteed drop, right?
I'm checking if everyone's raising their hand. Oh, hello. I'm gonna ask them to stage.
Testers and tester apps. I mean, there are testers, just no tester apps planned for the future,
Hello.
at
Hello.
least until release.
Hello. Thank you for pronouncing it right. So my question is, what do you guys have planned for the post game between updates?
There will be events like, for example, what was it? Oh yeah, boat events like boat racing,
Okay.
and I guess just grinding for drops.
Would you
We
consider
want to
adding?
have some content like in between the content updates as well. Just something to spice up the end game.
Okay. Do you guys have little mini games planned for like certain professions to make them more like interactive?
No,
Fishing,
not for
yes.
professions. Yeah, fishing
Mining will be able to
specifically.
be done with spells, so you don't have to press E for like 20 seconds.
The game have free pets. Yeah, there's stuff that you can unlock without having to pay money.
Okay, one more. And then would you guys consider adding like a coliseum of sorts that you can like prove your mastery of an area in a sense?
Like a wave game mode.
Yeah, like a wave or like beat all the enemies in a row without dying on the same HP or something like that.
No, not really.
I think it's a
Okay.
good idea, but I don't think we're adding it.
That's all then.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's the dev team plan if the game flops? I mean, I hope that doesn't happen, but most likely
suicide.
we'll just go our separate ways.
Will seasonal bosses have weapons and items? Yeah.
Does a pumpkin badge give anything? Yeah, it gives you cosmetic.
How will spells work in mobile? We'll have so
Auto aim?
we're thinking between auto aim and soft aim assistance, right? But probably it's gonna end up as auto aim.
Yeah.
They'll be able
Weapons
to
that scale with other
attributes.
attributes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there already is, because Link scales off defense and damage. If the game isn't coming out this year, will it come out during early mid 2024? Or will you guys cancel the game?
Question
I'd say
for
early
F.
2024.
But I think F. I mean, if F really goes through, it'll probably get cancelled.
If F doesn't randomly disappear, I'd say early 2024.
Will the ocean have content? Yeah, you will be able to, like, for example, dive underwater and find loot, such. What's the specific point / level for player's progression that makes an average player go, oh, that guy's an early game player, or that guy's definitely a late game player? That's kind of a weird question to ask, but I guess you'll see. Like, for example, if this guy has a lot of weapons with like particles and stuff and all that.
I mean,
You
it
can just
depends from
Because,
player
inspect
like,
to
them
yeah.
in the
player.
player
You
tab
can
to see
just
their level.
Yeah.
just have cosmetics or whatever. It's gonna be pretty subjective.
If it ends up in a situation where the game would be canceled, could it instead just release?
Probably. It'll
Yeah.
probably be released if it doesn't get completed, like, in the state that it is.
Will the direction for player progression be clearer? Yeah, there's going to be a main storyline that pretty much like guides
There'll
you
be
along the way
quests
you're
to
supposed to
point
go.
you to places.
Yeah. It'll be less like the demo.
Is the juicer going to be obtainable again?
I don't think so.
No, that was
Giant-
very early
It
limited.
was
Giant
a long
robots.
time ago.
Yeah. Perfect.
Giant robot.
In terms of difficulty, Stillmender is harder than Pumpkin. It is the hardest enemy in the game.
Oh, Jerry's raising his hand.
Hello, Jared.
Horror?
Probably not.
No.
No.
I mean, we talked a bit about it, but it's not something that's planned. To have
Well, I think it
something like
fits our
a
theme.
yeah.
I think we're very
Like-
high fantasy.
I personally thought of having like a in the way future area having like a roaming enemy that you can't really fight, and you have to actually escape. But other than that, I don't think there's really horror elements.
It lets you
Oh yeah,
fish.
the fishing game pass. It just reduces the cooldown on daily fishing quests or whatever.
Yeah, their NPC quests. Yeah, you'll get
I think it
crowns and stuff.
reduces. I don't think we have decided on an actual value, but I guess between 8 and 16 hours.
I think it was around 12 hours. I think it's 12
Yeah.
hours. It just halves it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll still work around it because fishing isn't something that's done at the moment. But
Fishing is
yeah,
done.
we gotta work with the limitations because people already bought the Game Pass. We can't really change it that much, you know. So we'll probably think of other ways. We could maybe reduce the cooldown, just the base cooldown to 12 hours and have it as
I
6
thought the
hours with the
base
Game
cooldown
Pass.
was 18.
Was it? I don't know. It was Spy who coded
Fishing
it.
is
I
not
don't
done.
remember.
Yeah, it's not completed.
Fishing isn't done yet.
There you go. Thank you,
Right.
Jared.
See one more
Let's see.
person raising their hands. Hello, cannot.
Hello. All right. So before I ask my 3 questions, I just want to confirm one thing as it relates to 2 of my 3 questions. I recall someone earlier mentioning about you can use your actives or abilities outside of battle. Is that true?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
use spells outside of battle.
Okay. So for the first question, are there going to be secret areas that require you to use specific actives or abilities to unlock those new areas?
Not specific, but yes.
Okay, that's cool.
Secrets.
Yeah. For my second question, are there plans to have random generated map hazards? So like blizzards, tornadoes, poison
Yeah.
puddles, and stuff.
We'll
Yeah.
have weather conditions. We'll start off with rain and thunderstorms, and we'll work around that
Will we?
Okay.
as we go further.
All right.
This is news to me.
Or everything is news. Is that all?
No, I have one more question. Sorry. It relates to the map hazard thing. So, now that is confirmed. Can actives or abilities outside of combat neutralize these map hazards?
Well, I wouldn't call them map hazards. To be fair, it's more like conditions themselves. Like
Neutralize, I don't know, but
raining-
you could probably use them to just get around them.
yeah,
Okay.
like for example, if it's raining, it changes the way a certain mob works, or the spawn rate of another mob. Like, and
If
maybe in
there's a trap on
thunderstorms,
the
for
ground,
example,
you can use Ice Pillar to jump over it.
Yeah, but
I see.
we don't have plans for having traps and stuff like that.
Oh,
But there's
okay.
already a trap. Do we scrap that?
I don't know. I don't remember us talking about it anymore.
Damn.
I think it's scrapped.
Yeah, CW
Alright.
is not set in stone. We make shit all the time. Thank you for your questions.
Thank you.
All right. I think we're gonna wrap it.
Yeah.
Do
That's
you guys want
great.
to keep on going?
No.
Okay then. We'll be wrapping this Q&A. I hope we answered your questions and all you had.
Yep.
We close the
All right.
channel here.
Yeah, that's it. See ya.
CW release 2024, guys.
He's lying. It's 2025.
All right.
Bro.
See ya. We end the stage here.
Well, that's it. The game's being delayed. That's what I got from that. The fishing pass is not really worth it. Now I think about it, if they're lowering it from, I'm gonna give my thoughts because I feel like that's a good thing to put here at the very end of the video. The game is being delayed. That's what's unfortunate. They said stuff about the fishing pass being from a 24 or 18-hour cooldown to like halving it. I do not agree with that because, that's not worth 200. I'm gonna admit. I would think like, oh, fishing quest every 4 hours and it gets lowered down to 2 would be like more appropriate. Now keep in mind that the fishing quest itself, I have a feeling that the fishing quests are going to be like very low rewards, even if it's the 18-hour stuff. But hey, I don't know how it's going to come. And then there was also things like, oh, no, just think about that. Because if I do have the halving fishing pass, which I do, if it is 16 hours and it gets lowered down to 8, right? I would have to stay awake for 16 hours, which is, by the way, 8 hours is the minimum recommended time for sleeping, which is what I do, which is unrelated. But that would leave exactly if I wake up and do the fishing quest and then go to sleep right before I do the fishing quest. You have to have it that the fishing pass will allow us to do a fishing quest at least every 5 hours, in my opinion. That would make sense. Because just having it half the time doesn't help. There was also stuff. I was gone for a little bit of it. I had to go shower. There was talk about a new class, which is a summoning class, which I'm excited for. Maybe it's necromancy. Maybe it's because they also talked about some sort of summoning system, so it could be necromancy. They're talking about healing items. It's not a healing. Not a healing class, which is something that someone tried to leak to me, so I'm thinking that they're lying now. There was also talks about... Oh, I can join stage still? No, I'm done with that. There was also talk about the volcano being not being a real volcano, which I'm very disappointed about. But it seemed like something was up there with it fading through the moon. So maybe I was right about something wrong there. There was also the instance of them talking about hardcore mode, which, die means wipe, which is pretty harsh. But if they're saying the main storyline is beatable in under a day by a good person that knows the game, then I feel like hardcore would be pretty fun. I'm relating it to Minecraft or something, There was But the fact that there isn't no way to escape a fight means hardcore is going to be significantly more difficult, just because of that. I'm very happy for them to say that, you know, the game is at least a bit on track. I was told that they were like redoing a lot of the systems, and I still have a feeling that they're still redoing a lot of the systems. But hey, what can I say? Also, if you're still here and you're listening to me talking, here's a leak. But someone told me there's something called a sunken chest. That's all I know. There's a sunken chest, and it gives crab loot, like Crab King loot. Anyways, onto different stuff. There was also talk about no more horror, which is okay. I don't mind. There was talk about, I think they said no underwater combat, which is good. I don't think it would be fun having underwater combat, because then you would need swimming speed, which actually, now that I think about it, is an appropriate stat to have for specific battles. They had stuff, no trading, absolutely no trading, which is very nice. I don't want it to be like anything like Fantastic Frontier or something, but there is these bombs that they're talking about, like XP bombs and money bombs for the entire server, which I have a feeling there's going to be servers dedicated to for just people using that, which, like, cool, I guess. There's also gems, which are very nice. I got a little bit of that in the demo. Very cool. There's also going to still be the random chest, so you can probably see in the future me making, every single chest location in Countless Worlds. But that'll probably take a while because the game is humongous from the sounds of everything. There's also a lot of what we've seen so far is going to be added to later releases like Sky Sail. But I'm not a big fan of Sky Sail, I gotta admit. But you know what I am a big fan of? That red forest thingy, you know. And they said the Mantis was going to be pretty easy, which is sad. I wanted Mantis to be like this hard boss fight. It's really rare. I don't know. I like the Mantis the most. It's one of my favorite animals. But if you go back to progress... Okay, there we go. Also, just while I'm here, because I'm not bothered to, you know, go back. What was it? They had, no, watch this. From EC has image. He deleted it? Okay, because they had stuff here, but now it's gone. No, I took pictures of them. Where? Pictures. Wait. Ignore me using my Discord. Fan chat. What? I guess not. Yeah, I guess not. Well, you probably are not here anymore. No one's listening to me because no one like really watches to the end of the video. But this is going to be right at the very end, so someone might skip to it anyways. I am very looking forward to this game. You should be too. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video if this game releases October, which it won't. Probably like Christmas, you know. Good Christmas present. But yeah, bye.